Hey guys, I'm here to review the Uncharted 2 closed beta. And I want to start by saying this game is kick-ass. I've been playing for like 3 days now and I'm already addicted. Okay, so the first thing you can clearly notice here are the amazing visuals. I mean, I haven't played a game that looks this good since Metal Gear 4, and that was awesome in terms of graphics. One thing I loved in the first one was the cover system. It was really unique and well done. And believe it or not, they actually made it better. That's right, you can now blind fire, which is really helpful when you are in a 2 versus 1 situation or you're just on low health and your opponent is getting way too close to you. Another thing that they improved is the way that Drake runs. In the first one, he looked kinda weird running when you weren't in combat, but now, on Among Thieves, Drake always looks ready to perform a jump that could risk his life, which brings more realism to the game. Okay, let's talk about the aiming. In the previous installment, even though you could adjust the sensitivity, the aiming was always kinda stiff. It just didn't really felt right. In this one, it was a huge change in the aiming. It's really good. To be honest, I was really surprised. Okay, so now that we've reviewed the player actions and some improvements, let's talk about the maps. Okay, so there are 2 maps. There is the plaza and there is the village. Both awesomely made. Also, you can interact with every building and every cover point in this area, which makes both maps so more believable and unique. Another thing I would like to mention about the maps is that they fit perfectly in the Uncharted style of gaming, contributing to the amazing atmosphere this game has to offer to the gamer. In both maps, there are 2 modes you can play, Plunder and Team Deathmatch. I really don't need to explain Team Deathmatch too deeply. There are 2 teams, each with 5 players, and the first team to get 50 kills wins. So, time to explain Plunder. Plunder is a typical capture the flag, but unlike capture the flag, you need to capture a treasure, bring it to the base, and drop it in a chest. It's really amazing what they accomplished in the multiplayer. I see no reason why the online mode wasn't on the first Uncharted. It's really fun and addictive to play. Since you won't play a game over and over again, the multiplayer gives you another entertaining option if you are tired of the single player, or even if your friends challenge you to a quick match. Either way, it is most likely guaranteed fun. One big change in combat is the way grenades take a part in this game. Instead of pressing down to select grenades, you just tap L2 to send a grenade the way you are facing, or hold L2 and change where the grenade will fall. If you paid close attention, I just killed that player who was on top of that building by holding down L2 and selecting the path of the grenade. The time that the grenades take before they blow up has also been reduced. That means you don't have as much time to run away if you have an unfriendly contact with one. The new mechanic is so much better, and it is very useful if you are being pressed fire by enemies when in cover. In this case, just tap L2 and Drake will quickly send a grenade, blowing up any annoying little bugger. When on multiplayer, you can also only carry 2 grenades at once. However, on co-op mode, you can carry up to 3. Now, let me just tell you something special about the multiplayer. Every time you kill someone, you get money. Now, you're probably thinking, what is money for? Well, every game you enter, you start with no money at all. But then, as you kill players, you gain from $100 to $500. Then, at the end of the match, the amount you made adds up, making you level up. It's a strange, and yet, interesting style to level up. Now, let's talk about hand-to-hand combat. In co-op mode, it is very similar to Uncharted 1, since you are fighting the AI. However, the hand-to-hand combat on multiplayer is very similar to Gears of War, since if you hit him, he will hit you back. However, in my very personal opinion, I would really prefer to see the traditional Uncharted hand-to-hand combat on the multiplayer. But as you all know, this is a beta form of the game, so some stuff will definitely change, and I hope the hand-to-hand combat will change for better. And that's pretty much my only complaint about this closed beta. The game is sick. I can't wait to buy it. I will most definitely buy it. The only thing I really don't like is that the beta will close 28th of June. So I think I'll wrap it up here. If you haven't a closed beta key, try to get one before 28th of June. There are a lot of people handing out codes on Twitter. That's how I got mine, because I didn't buy Infamous or had a course subscription. So try to get your code as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.